Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about GBPUSD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is testing a quite strong historical support and demand area for this market. From here, in fact, all this previous move to the upside was created. Again, here the market tested its zone and rejected it to the upside. Again, here tested and rejected. Again, here. And at the moment, the market is testing the exact same zone, has already started rejecting it to the upside. And from here, there is definitely the possibility of seeing more potential bullish price action being created away from this area. So the monthly time frame does seem quite bullish. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Well, from a weekly perspective, we can notice how we just had a break of structure to the bullish side. This zone, in fact, was already acting as previous weekly support, preceding all these rejections to the upside. Then the market broke below the level and all that previous support was turned resistance. Now the market has broken above the level. So all this previous support that was turned resistance here is now once again turned support here, and we could expect a potential test of the level and then a continuation to the upside. That is because when you have a horizontal level of structure and that structure level is getting tested multiple times, and at some point you have a break below the level and then a break back above, which means that the move to the downside was actually a fake breakout. At that point, what you would expect is a test of the level and then a rejection to the upside. That is how usually this kind of pattern plays out in the market. So the weekly time frame, quite clear, has just broken above structure, confirming this move to the downside as a fake breakout. Now, let's go down on the daily time frame and see what we have. Well, from a daily perspective, I did speak about GBPUSD just a few days ago. After the market broke above the structure, I explained all the reasons for which we could expect a retest of this level and then from here a rejection to the upside, which is in fact exactly what the market has just done. And by the way, I will link that previous analysis in description, so you can go and check it out for more free education. However, at the moment, what we can notice is that the market is starting to reject this zone to the upside. So in a situation like this, what we could expect is a potential break above this level. Now, until the market will remain below the resistance, it can easily reject to the downside. However, if we get a break above, at that point, we would have new structure because this previous resistance after a break to the upside would be turned support. So this is the important level that we have to play good attention to because, as I said, until the market remains below the level, it can easily reject to the downside. However, a break above would make this previous resistance become support, therefore creating new structure and continuing with the bullish trend. Why do I say continuing with the bullish trend? Because clearly the market is currently creating higher highs and higher lows, which is what you would expect in an uptrend, right? In an uptrend, you want to see the market creating higher highs and higher lows. The last move was a lower low. The next logical step would be a new higher high, then a correction, higher low, and then yet another higher high. So here on the daily, we are at the level that we have to pay good attention to. Now, if we get a break above, at that point on the retest of this previous resistance turn support, that is where we have good probability of getting more institutional longing. Now, why am I speaking about institutional longing? Because if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing, and we check the data precisely for the GBP, the first thing that we have to keep in mind, if we're looking at the GBP, is that we have to keep in mind that if all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD, then if we're looking at the data for the GBP, already we're looking at GBPUSD. And what we can see here on GBPUSD is that with the last reports, institutions have been moving aggressively back to the bullish side. We went, in fact, from having minus 28.9k net position, so a situation where institutions had way more shorts than longs, with 72.6k shorts compared to only 43.6k longs, all the way up to now having the complete opposite, so a situation where we have a positive net positioning with more longs than shorts, 19.8k longs, and added with the last report, and 1.2k shorts getting closed, bringing the overall values to 68.5k longs compared to only 67.4k shorts. So the complete opposite. Now, more longs than shorts. Now, this means that institutions are moving back to the bullish side for GBPUSD, making it stronger. So let's keep that in mind and move back to the analysis from a technical perspective. And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you find linked in the description, so you never miss new updates. Now, back to the analysis. So in a situation like this, from a daily perspective, if we will see the break above that zone, what would I expect? Well, if we get this break above, at that point, this previous resistance would become support. So if we get the break and retest of this previous resistance turn support, at that point here, this is where we have good probability of seeing that institutional longing, which would further increase the probabilities of a potential rejection to the upside away from this level. So if we get this break and retest, what would I expect? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market, at that point, I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the upside, completing this daily impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find linked in description. From here, in fact, you will have the possibility to gain access to my entire courses. You will also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one live private mentoring directly with me, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the COT data software, which is precisely the one that we used in this video, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you continue to scroll down the website past the testimonials, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with email and password that you will create during the sign-up process. So I really suggest that you go and check it out as soon as possible. The link is in the description and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. Also, let me know in the comments below any pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos, and I will see you in my next breakdown.